everybody, welcome into the Stutler Bowl with Matthew Anderson. I'm Bedford Paris, and Matthew, it's another semifinal Saturday for Cherry Creek, and they're playing amongst the best teams in the state.
Ben, it's been really great for our whole high school career. This is Cherry Creek's fourth appearance in the semifinals in our high school career. That makes it, a complete set for us. They're finally not playing Pomona. They're playing another brilliant team. They're playing Legend. They've got a couple of really crucial assets on offense that we're really excited to see exhibit themselves tonight. And Cherry Creek is excited for this challenge because Legend is really probably the best team that they're going to play in state, at least to this point.
And it's been a great season so far for Cherry Creek and really for all the teams that are left in the Final Four. And it worked out how it's supposed to be because seeds number 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all the teams in the semifinal.
Well, sure. And I guess that means, when we get to the final game, whoever that ends up being, it's going to be a really close matchup. And that's just a great way that the brackets worked out for us. In the meantime, we've got this incredible, matchup between Cherry Creek and Legend, and that's set to be extremely competitive, so I'm looking forward to that.
The road to the state championship game is known as the road down I-25 because you want to take I-25 all the way down to Mile High Stadium next Saturday, and now we have a chance to take a look at these two teams' road down I-25, and we start with Cherry Creek, who 2 losses in the regular season, 1 out of state, and 1 to Arapahoe in the closing weeks of the regular season.
They opened up their season brilliantly, Ben. Then they had that loss out of state to Chandler, 17-7. The feeling there was, we can do better. We could have beaten Chandler. And that was a great feeling for them to come away with because it really lit a fire for them. And they've worked very hard these past 8 weeks to try to overcome that, to try to mend that. They lost their 21-game winning streak or something like that, and that was pretty unfortunate. They had a great couple of weeks, then they played Arapahoe. They just struggled on execution, and they didn't quite come through with that win. So now here they are in the playoffs, trying to hold on to their wins, trying to make it finally to the championship game. And in the meantime, they have Legend, and Legend just beat Arapahoe last week, so certainly this is going to be a really competitive game.
As we take a better look at Legend, 11-1 in the regular season, a little bit of a weird loss to Mullen, and then a really good 1-point victory over Regis Jesuit, 42-41 in their closing weeks of the regular season.
Absolutely, Ben. They've proven themselves all 12 games to just be a strong, strong team with, a lot of options, and certainly they're going to be finding all those options tonight against Cherry Creek.
So we take a look at these two teams head-to-head. We start with the running backs because we think the run game is going to be a really big deal today, and it's the matchup between Bryce Vaz and Carlson Tan.
Absolutely, Ben. And Bryce Vaz, he's one of the only players around the state of Colorado that goes by just a singular nickname, right? You got Gavin Sawchuk, the 5-star recruit, who goes by Gavin, and you got Bryce Vaz, who goes by Vaz. And that's because not only is he well beyond a member of the 1,000-yard club, he rushes for 140 yards a game, really. He scores an average of 2 touchdowns a game. He's just an absolute menace on the field. And he's going to be facing a lot of trust tonight, right? His team, maybe 25, 30 carries tonight because he's just such an asset, so dependable, not only in the backfield, but also in the slot. You're going to love to see Bryce Vaz tonight. I'm expecting big things.
Now, joining those guys in the backfield are going to be, of course, their quarterbacks, and it's a great matchup today between Colton Warner and Christian Hammond.
Both of these quarterbacks are really very talented, and of course, they have just amazing decision-making. Colton Warner really has that ability to slow down and process the play. Of course, we've been talking about the same thing with Christian Hammond all year. Colton, his main strength is really finding his open receivers, and he has got a lot of them, including, of course, Brecken Reisler, who is, according to some members of the Cherry Creek defense, maybe even a little bit better than Bryce Vaz, because his route running is truly unparalleled. So you're going to be seeing a lot of connections between Colton Warner and his many receivers tonight. Just like Vaz, he averages 2 touchdowns a game, so this is definitely a really high-scoring, high-power offense.
Now, as we take a closer look at some of the wide receivers that you just mentioned, Brecken Reiser, the guy to watch for Legend, Ismail Cece for the Bruins.
CC, he's part of the 1,000 Yards Club. He's only a junior, and he's got offers from USC, UNLV, CSU. He's going FBS for sure. He's just an absolute talent, and he's always dependable on those deep balls. We've been lacking some connection between Christian Hammond and Ismail Cece on those deep balls. I'm really hoping to see some of this tonight.
That's something we saw them work on in practice, and I think that Kai O'Day and Christian Hammond, they might be a long ball today, and we know our Reagan Kanabe was at practice on Thanksgiving, and with more on that, we go to Reagan.
Thanks guys, this is Reagan Kanabe here at the Stutler Bowl, and if you take a look at our student section, this will be full, packed with Rowdy Bruins fans in just a matter of hours Now, we were out here for Thanksgiving practice a couple days ago, and there's no stop even on Thanksgiving, and that's because this game today is what it's going to take to get us to the state championship. Now, we saw a lot of nice things out here on Thursday from the offense, defense, and special teams. We saw them running some trick plays, which we might get to take a look at later. And then after practice, we caught up with the team, and we asked them what they're thankful for, which we'll take a look at right now.
For all my guys out here, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm thankful for my mom. I'm thankful for my mom and my teammates for driving me through this season and wouldn't be here without them. I'm thankful for my family and everybody's helping out. I'm thankful for my family and all my sons right here. Thankful for all of them. All right, we good.
I'm thankful for this brotherhood that we've been building since freshman year. They're new guys, but I love these guys, definitely. I'm thankful for my mom and dad for letting me having this opportunity. And that's it.
I'm thankful for everything here. The family, the camaraderie, and everything that this team brings me. And I'm thankful for
I'm thankful for my mom and dad because they drive me everywhere. They buy things for me. They're affectionate for me.
I'm thankful to be out here on Thanksgiving Day and have a practice with my boys. Every week in the playoffs is just a one year to be thankful for, just to keep winning every week. And we've been like this the past 3 years practicing on Thanksgiving, and I'm grateful for that.
It was great catching up with the players after their Thanksgiving Day practice, and what we heard from them was they're really excited to be out here today and grateful for this opportunity. And guys, this is the game that gets us to the state championship.
Well, and we're grateful for this opportunity too. For me, Ben, and of course our director, Jonathan, this is our last broadcast on CCSN football. So, we're just excited for this opportunity. We have a small halftime show, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, Reagan, this is just an exciting game. We're glad to be here.
It's going to be a very exciting game here at the Stutler Bowl. Of course, it's part of the road to Mile High, and we take a look at that road right now. On the first Saturday of December, this is where you want to be. This is the game you want to play in. And this is how you want to celebrate. But to win there, you must first win here. It's a familiar circumstance for Cherry Creek. Intercepted by Cherry Creek! The Cherry Creek Bruins are heading to the state championship. But an unfamiliar opponent. It's time to enter the Stutler Bowl one more time in 2021. Touchdown, Bruins! It's a pick six! There's a quick start! The road to Mile High continues now on CCSN.